Hi, I'm Dawn. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel, An Introduction to a Journey. I just first off want to thank everyone who subscribed to my channel, who has watched my videos, who has contacted me, who has commented on my videos. Your love and support is absolutely why I'm doing this. I just want to inspire you to be the best absolute person that you can be and to love yourself, because that's the beginning of everything that we do every day is loving ourselves and appreciating ourselves. So thank you so much for all the amazing positive feedback, and just to let you know, you are loved and I am so very grateful, so thank you. The last video that I did, we talked about learning to love yourself, saying I am enough every single day when you wake up, saying it throughout the day every time that you think about it. And I really hope that you're practicing that, because that really is truly the beginning of change for you. And if there was nothing else in the world that I could ask for anyone, and that would be to love themselves more than anything else, because that's the beginning of the joy that you deserve in this world. So I really hope that you're practicing that. And if you're not, today is the best day to start. So I really hope you'll give that a try. So today I want to talk to you guys about words and our thoughts. Our words and our thoughts have energy. If you don't believe me, have you ever walked into a room and you knew people were talking about you? You didn't have to hear them, but you could feel it. You could feel the tension in the room, or you could feel what they were thinking or feeling. It's because your thoughts are real. They have energy. Have you ever said or heard someone say the tension was so great that you could cut the tension with a knife? Okay, again, that's energy. And when we think about people, have you ever thought of someone and you hadn't heard from them in a very long time, and all of a sudden they text you, they call you, they message you? Those aren't coincidences. Your thoughts have energy. And so that's wonderful, right? But they can also be scary, because not all of our thoughts are positive. Matter of fact, it's estimated that before even noon, you have already said at least 300 negative things. And then we wonder why our days end up the way that they do. We start off every Monday saying, it's Monday, can't wait to get through this week. Oh, I hate Mondays. And if you do that, then why are you surprised when Monday sucks? You drew it to you. So today we're going to talk about the energy in your words and in your thoughts. So I really would love for you to look up a wonderful Japanese scientist named Dr. Emoto. Dr. Emoto did an experiment, and it's called the water experiment. So if you look it up on YouTube, it is Dr. Emoto water experiment. And it'll give more description as you watch the video. But in this experiment, he took water and he froze it. And when he froze it, he looked at it under a dark field microscope, which allowed him to see the water molecules. He would then thaw out the water, and he would have people speak words over it. They prayed over it in six different religions, just saying things like, I love you, God bless you, you're beautiful, anything positive. Then they would refreeze the water, and they would look at the water molecules under a dark field microscope. And when they did, the water turned into snowflake crystals. With every positive word, the water turned into snowflake crystals. Now, it wasn't just with words. Sometimes they would actually just think things over the water, and the water would change. When they took water and they let children touch the water turned into snowflake crystals, because children are so pure and so sweet and so loving and so kind. When they took water out of a Catholic church, the holy water, the water was snowflake crystals. And so they then took the water and they spoke negative words over it. And when they said things like, I hate you, you disgust me, I wish you would die, the water molecules became warped. When the experiment was finished, Dr. Emoto said, can you imagine if over 75% of our body is made up of water, what our thoughts and our words do to us, and what our thoughts and our words do to the water inside of others? That is so vastly important that we remember that, because our words not only affect us, but they affect others. Your words have power, and your words draw things to you. Whatever you put out is going to come back into your life. Whatever you speak is going to show back up in your life. There is a law of attraction that is as real as the law of gravity. Whatever you put out will come back. It may not come back exactly the way that you put it out, but it is going back. It's going to come back to you. So when you say, this sucks, or this person is awful, or you're gossiping, or you're judging, or whatever, don't be surprised when it shows back up in your life. When people go throughout their life and they practice just trying to get somewhere, trying to get ahead in the world, get ahead in their job, create a relationship. Their thoughts are the first thing that goes out, and there's a vibration that goes with our thoughts. Our thoughts of this is good, or this is never going to happen, or this is impossible. Those are huge, and the world responds to those. When we place doubt, we stop it. Whatever we've put out, we stop it. So when people say, I want something to happen, I want this is good, I want this to come about, that's wonderful and that's positive. But the second they start to doubt, whatever it is that they ask for, they've stopped. Remember, I mean, if you're a religious person, just in general, any religion, you know, if you want to know what a man thinketh about all day long, look at his surroundings, because we're surrounded by what we think about. We draw it to us. When you see people and you're thinking, oh, this person's annoying, have you ever noticed that more annoying people show up? When you're annoyed, when you're talking about annoying people, that more annoying people show up, and you have nobody to blame but you, because you're drawing them to you. You're drawing these experiences to you. You are what you think. You are what you speak. There's an amazing woman. Her name is Lisa Nichols. And I would love for you to look her up because she's amazing. But she talks about when she was 15 years old and how she was doing a swim meet. And she had come in dead last the entire summer. And she was going to quit. And her grandmother talks her out of it. And her grandmother told her, winners never quit and quitters never win. And you came from a long line of winners. And that you're not going to quit. So Lisa goes back in the next day and she goes to swim the heat. And the heat that she was supposed to swim is already over. So they told her that she was going to swim with the 17 and 18-year-olds, and she didn't want to. But as she does, she starts to swim, and she starts to repeat over and over again in her head that winners never quit and quitters never win. When it was all over, Lisa won. And she not only won, but she beat the national record for 17 and 18-year-olds at 15. And the only thing that she changed was what she was saying, because in the past she would always say, I don't want to lose. And now she had changed it to winners never quit and quitters never win. And everything changed for her. She is now one of the highest paid speakers in the world, and she is absolutely amazing. Her life has been an amazing journey, and I would love for you to follow her. But she is, just to me, is just one more example of how our words are so very powerful. We draw things to us. Every day, do you listen to the words that you say? Do you listen to what you're saying to yourself? I can do this, or I can't do that. This person feels this way, or this person doesn't love me, or has to be this way. You create the world around you. If your life isn't going well, you have no one to blame but you. Check your thoughts. Check what you're telling yourself. Check yourself every single day. Get into the head and think, what am I thinking about? What am I putting out there? Your thoughts become things. What you think about today becomes your tomorrow. And for some of you, that should really scare you, because our thoughts aren't always positive. Remember, it's not perfect. Nobody is. And I'm not perfect. And I catch myself all the time saying things or feeling things, and I have to change them, and I have to work at it. Anything that's worth having is worth working for, right? Anything that you want in your life is worth working for. If you could make yourself the best life you could possibly have. Amazing abundance could flow into your life, but it starts with you. It starts with how you feel, how you talk. Words without feeling are dead. God actually says this, that I am not moved by ritualistic activities. I can't think of the word. Because when you're just saying words and there's no feeling behind them, they have no power. The power is in how you feel about something. So when you get up and say, everything is always working out for me, even if you don't feel it, start saying it until you start to feel it. Everything is always working out for me. Everything good is flowing my way. I am love. I am compassion. I am joy. And today, everything good is coming to me. I may not always see it, but I'm to have faith in the unseen and to know that it is on its way. I know it is, and I'm believing that it is. And so I want you to keep putting that out there. Put out there what you want. When you're thinking about something that you don't want, stop. Stop yourself and change it to a positive, because it's going to show up in your life. So keep practicing. I am enough. Practice paying attention to your thoughts. When they're positive, keep them going. Put the feeling behind it. But when they're negative, make sure that you're doing your best to change them to the positive. Thank you again for joining me today. And if you have any anything that you'd like to ask, please comment it below, or idigress123@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. And again, just keep following me. I really am so grateful for your patience with me as I learn this process a little bit more, and I keep going with this. And I really hope that something that I'm saying is inspiring you to live your very best life, because you deserve it. And you are loved and you are special. Have a blessed day.